Hello all, and welcome to this wonderful Thanksgiving beer review. So I already had a nice Thanksgiving luncheon. Not only did I have my regular plate, I had seconds, thirds, fourths, and even a fifth plate. Because I am a glutton. And that was washed down by several glasses of beer and one finger of whiskey. So that was around lunchtime. It's now about a little after 6 p.m. at night. So I'm just going to do a really quick review tonight. And why am I doing this review? Well, this sort of relates to the surprise that I mentioned in my previous review that I have not uploaded, because I don't upload reviews. I just randomly record reviews because I don't know. I'm just OCD and have to review everything that I drink. And that is 2019 Sierra Nevada Celebration Fresh Hop IPA. So, let's go ahead and read the back really quickly here, shall we? We first brewed Celebration IPA in the winter of 1981. Each year, we use only the first fresh hops of the growing season to create this complex and robust ale. Layered pine and citrus hop aromas balanced delicately against rich malt sweetness to shape this bold wintertime classic. So, what's so special about this? Well, someone in the same place I work, who is an acquaintance who enjoys fine alcohol and tobacco as much as I do, Celebration is one of his favorites. And why is that? And his argument is that Celebration has a very wonderful malt base underneath all that wonderful fresh hopping that really comes out to shine after you age it for a while. And so he gifted me from his personal stash 2 bottles each of Celebration 2017 and Celebration 2018. In that he wanted me to kind of compare to the fresh Celebration. And also to kind of extend it, because he also knows that I have Bigfoot barley wines going back to 2014. And I'm getting around to organizing what to do with that, but that's a story for a very long time from now. So, without much further ado, let's go and do our quick review of the 2019 Celebration. This is 6.8 ABV, as it is most years. And you just open it and you smell those West Coast piney smells to it. And oopsie. Looks like oh damn, look at this. It's so, I don't know if you can see it too well, but it's so carbonated, it's formed like a little cyclone of carbonation in there. Yeah. So a thick off-white head that I kind of over-poured. Very nicely carbonated. Golden amber color. Lots of classic West Coast IPA smells there. Pine, resin, citrus zest. Very, like I said, very nicely carbonated. Hella dry. The definition of hop forward and backward. Just the slightest bit tannic in the finish. Lasting hot finish, but not tongue-blastingly so. In the front, rich biscuity malts that are well balanced by the heavy hopping. Pine needle, resin, bitter without being overly so. Still sticks to your tongue, but it doesn't dry your tongue, if you can kind of get the difference there. Rich, bright, enjoyable, and perfectly balanced, which is why Celebration has lasted so long as a seasonal with Sierra Nevada. It is basically, it is the West Coast IPA style defined, really. Now, this was packaged on the 7th of October, so still pretty fresh, considering that it's only the end of November right now. And pretty strong. So, like, the alcohol is kicking me upside the head pretty strong, because, like I said, at lunchtime today, between about 6 to 4 hours ago, I had several beers and a glass of whiskey. So yeah, this is why this is going to be a quick review, because after this I'm going to be pounding some hot pour tea, to help combat the overindulgence of alcoholic beverages, perhaps. Still, lovely flavor. One often forgets why these standards became standards, and that is because they are just wonderful examples of their style. And I, for one, am looking very forward to doing a vertical over the past 3 years to kind of see what really the malt base kind of tastes like by itself. Now, my friend says that it's very British malt base. I would argue against that, not quite heartily, because I don't have personal experience, but just from my own intuition with how much it takes to kind of balance against the hopping of this, that it's probably a lot heavier in gravity, a lot sweeter on the front than most British ales would be, most British standard ales, what is it I'm thinking of here, bitter ales would be. And of course, the ABV kind of goes and shows that, the 6.8. Well, I've kind of said a lot about a beer I've already reviewed many years ago. This is one of the first ones I've ever reviewed. If you haven't tried this, I'm not sure what you're doing watching a beer review channel, because this should have been something you tried a long time ago, considering how widespread it is and how I'm not going to say foundational, because it's not really a foundational IPA, but at the same time, it's an old one that's been around forever. So if you haven't really drank this yet, so you're just getting into craft beers, and go out and do yourself a favor, try this. This definition of a fresh hop IPA. That's hot, baby. Yeah, alcohol's starting to kick me in the butt right now. And look forward. I'm not sure if I'm going to be recording this tomorrow or the week after. It depends how my head is feeling tomorrow morning. I'm feeling good right now. I don't feel like I've overindulged, but again, one doesn't know until the next morning. That is your beer review for tonight, folks. Cheers.